And I'm also talking about the CEO of the company. This whole company is French, so they have to be gay. You know damn well that dude is a fucking cock. I guarantee you that dude gets his cheeks clapped by a trans woman, non-binary freak. You can add this studios to the various others that have been ruined by women.
And you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Y'all must thought that I was gonna whisper the whole time. I ran out of weed, I sent your bitch out of town. Gave her 1,500 and she came back with pounds. Rappers think they get, but they really just clown. Gucci stole 100,000, that's just in a day. Always cheating, I'm a dog.
You know, you rarely find shit that stinks this bad. I don't know how, but YouTube keeps finding me the perfect obscure shit to sling my way. Although it's possible this one was sent to me by Jack, that guy has sent me so much golden material in the past. Either way, I'm a magnet for funny bad videos on the internet. Hello, I'm Kerri-San McDaniels of the Seventh Circle. If you don't know me, I make fun of bad takes on the internet. I'm a professional opinion haver and professional joke maker. And boy do we have a stinker for today. I mean, you would swear this video was cooked to perfection by Gordon Ramsay himself to be perfect, magnifical, perfect comedy for anyone with a brain.
Well guys, we have yet another example of my motto in life. Women ruin everything.
Stop it. Stop. No, hold the fucking phone. Okay, hold on for a second. Please, for the love of Jesus Christ, please tell me that's not what you actually sound like. Please tell me you're just doing a funny skit and that's not seriously your normal speaking voice. Dude, that's literally the voice I use to mock angry gamers on the internet. Dude, oh no, this must be a troll. There's no way this dude is real. It's too perfect. It's too perfect.
Yes, and it appears that women have ruined Ubisoft. You wonder why their games have been shit in the last decade. Because you allow people who do not make games or do not care about games, I should say, into your industry. They don't play games, they don't have any passion for the medium, but they get jobs. Why? Because of DEI and ESG and passing themselves around the office.
Talo.
Oh God, he's serious, isn't he? Oh, Satan have mercy. Okay, am I the only one who barely understood what he said there? Maybe you should learn to enunciate so people can actually understand you. I heard passed around the office and women ruined Ubisoft. Women ruined Ubisoft? Really? Well, that's an interesting theory. And here I thought it was outrageously expensive games with multiple editions, like 5-10 different editions that all cost an arm and a leg. Or maybe it was the passionless open world games that all feel copy-pasted and stuffed with shitloads of microtransactions. Or hell, maybe Ubisoft is bad because they're grinding their long-running franchise into the dirt with yearly releases no one asked for. Oh, no, but I'm a fucking idiot, clearly. Oh, no, fuck all that. It's because of women. We can just blame women. Yes, clearly this man is onto something. He's got a point, right? Women don't care about video games. Except they do, clearly, because nobody would become a game developer unless they really enjoyed the work. Have you seen the working conditions of most dev studios? It's hell on earth. I would ask you for sources that women aren't passionate about video games, but then again, you sound like you get all of your understanding of women from Andrew Tate. Of course you don't have any sources. How silly of me to suggest.
And now Ubisoft is one of the most pathetic developers in the entire industry, and we have comparison images here from 2007 to 2014. And look at the first one. In this first photo you see right here is from 2007. Yeah, a room mostly full of men. There's a woman in the front. I'm not sure if she's like the manager or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't really matter too much because the room is full of men. I don't see any other women other than like the woman to the left, and the rest is just men, where Boss is one of the most iconic villains in gaming. And then the women showed up, a whole bunch of them. And look at this photo from 2014.
Oh, this is hilarious. Dude, I really hope you're trolling. I really hope you're trolling. Wow, this is bad. So his compelling evidence for why women have ruined Ubisoft is that back in 2007, get this, back in 2007, there were more cocks than pussies. The cock to pussy ratio was correct, I guess. But in 2014, the woman infested Ubisoft with the singular goal of ruining video games for everybody. Yes, fucking Sherlock Holmes over here. Yes, this video was released in 2024, I'd like to remind you, not 2015 like you might have assumed. Needless to say, this is the dumbest argument ever for a multitude of reasons. Let me just get the laundry list real quick. All right, let's see, I wrote all this down. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's a long document. All right, number one, game devs get laid off all the time, year to year. Game development is infamous for this, so I find it hard to believe that they're only hiring women consistently from year to year. Anyone who's ever had to hire a shitload of qualified people can tell you that. Number two, the two pictures you've shown here are likely from two different studios within Ubisoft. Studios can vary wildly in staff for obvious reasons. Also, it seems like you did some heavy cherry picking to make this argument. Or more likely, you mindlessly copied this from Reddit. That's probably, what happened. I could prove this is nonsense by simply pointing out how many people work for Ubisoft. According to Wikipedia, roughly 20,000 people work for Ubisoft in total. Yeah, you can't convince me either of those pictures have 20,000 people in them. That's like 300 at best, hence my point of you cherry picking. Number three, if you take a simple gander at upper management, you'd see the vast majority of them are, dare I say it, straight white men. Straight white French men, given Ubisoft is French. Why do I point this out? Well, despite what sites like One Angry Gamer and Bounding Into Comics, which I think this guy's a big fan of, despite what they want you to believe, the vast majority of the awful choices the company has made can be tied to these men at the top. Even assuming what you're saying is true, all those women put together still have less influence than the few men at the top. Anyone who knows anything about how business works knows that you can't defy upper management. Period. Their word is law. Hi guys, editing Karina here. I'd just like to add that Ubisoft is also infamous for defending managers who sexually harass female staff. This isn't new. Activision has had the same problem, they got sued over it, and Rockstar's had this problem, they also got sued for it. I'm bringing this up because if Ubisoft was really this woke company, they would have fired these people instantly without question. It's just really funny to think that this guy wants us to think Ubisoft is super duper woke while also letting managers get away with sexual harassment. Bro, are we talking about the same company here? Anyway, back to myself. How I know your bullshit is fueled by bigotry is because not once in this video do you ever bring up what's actually ruining video games. You'd rather just spew venom at the women at the bottom of the food chain because you just have this, you just have this unearned sense of entitlement that makes you think that you know more than any woman. In other words, you took one too many atomic wedgies from Chad in high school and you decided that women were the reason you're a miserable loser with no personality.
Emotional, damn it!
Women ruin everything, he screamed to the heavens, shit-stained underwear still clinging to his forehead. My video games are a stake. Women are gonna get their yucky cooties all over my art. I must defend the fortress at all costs, he shouts before Chad comes over and shoves him headfirst into the garbage can and kicks him down a flight of stairs. Oh, God, you almost feel bad for the guy. But then you listen to him for 5 minutes and you realize, actually, he deserves all the shit he gets. No, I don't feel bad anymore. Kick him again, Chad.
Look at the fat bitch with the pink hair. Like, why would you allow someone like that in your company? You know she's fucking just a feminist, probably a they, them, zip, zap, beep, bop, have a fake ass fucking pronouns. And you let someone that looks like that into your company? Nah, you gotta start discriminating. Every company should be discriminating against people that look like that. I don't care who gets fucking mad.
What the fuck?
Oh, God, he's so charming, isn't he? Wow, so I guess it was never about Hiring the right person for the job, huh? Nah, you can just discriminate against people who are fat and have colored hair. Yeah, who cares about what skills they have? Who cares what they bring to the company? This guy doesn't like them. Yeah, listen to fucking Four Eyes over here. He knows better than you. He's played a video game once. That's how you know he's qualified to give you advice on who to hire for your company. Also, dude, I'd be more careful making fun of other people's appearances. You sound like the kind of guy who would fill up an entire airplane seat. I've never seen you before, but I'm reasonably sure the World of Warcraft guy from South Park would call you ugly. Bro, you sound like you have a Wendy's triple baconator for a chin and you critique someone else for being fat. L plus ratio, homie. Get your capping ass out of here.
And on the bottom right, you see someone that could definitely cause an earthquake. Definitely can have like a world record on the Richter scale. Because you definitely look like eating is your main hobby versus playing a video game. Maybe you're one of those Cheeto dust controller bitches. Mostly men that do that. Like this, I don't know why you eat and touch something that, I'm getting distracted. Whatever. I highly doubt this woman plays games. Like I highly doubt that. But you let them in anyway. Because you want some ESG points. You want to feel bad. You're a male feminist little cock that wants to give women everything. And now look at your fucking company. And I don't see not one man in that whole picture. Not one man. What the hell did you do to them?
You know what's funny about this? I thought the left wing were supposed to be the emotional snowflakes who get triggered at everything, but then here comes Braces McThunderthighs spilling gallons of Mountain Dew into his mouth in between rants about how women are ruining his precious video games. I mean, everything he just said was nothing but whiny feelings and speculation. Baseless speculation. You never met a single person in that picture, yet you're so confident in who's qualified to do their job or not. Honestly, it sounds more like projection than anything else, because you sound like you've been banned from every golden corral in your state for causing massive food shortages. Hey, if you can make baseless speculation, so can I. Don't dish it if you can't take it. Oh no, I said dish. That might have made him hungry.
What did you do to them? What did you fire them? Did they quit? Did you eat them? What the hell happened to all the men? This whole studio was filled with men. This whole industry was filled with men. What the hell happened to all these dudes that actually play games and women don't even play games like that? It really is a damn shame. It really is a damn shame.
Jesus Christ, skateboarding over a bridge. This dude really is just the inverse of a Tumblr feminist. A Tumblr feminist will just complain about how straight white patriarchy is keeping women down, and then this dude shows up and complains, yeah, women are gonna cause the downfall of the West. They both blame society for everything that's wrong with the world. They both hate broad groups of people, and they both stereotype and strawman people who don't agree with them. They really are just the mere images of each other, only this guy is far more fueled by hatred and resentment against the world. So yeah, I think you get what this guy is all about. No, his points don't get any better, and he basically just repeats himself over and over and over again for 6 minutes. It's like if Geeks and Gamers somehow put even less effort into his videos. Dude, you know you're bad when the fandom menace is more subtle than you are. What I'm saying is that you're doing it wrong. You're just doing it wrong. You're not supposed to outright say that you hate women and gay people are icky. You're supposed to cloak it in euphemisms and at least pretend like diversity isn't the problem. You're supposed to say things like, oh, I don't know, I think the most qualified person should get the job. You know, while also insinuating that because you're a woman or minority, you must have been hired for diversity reasons, despite not knowing anything about them. You're also supposed to say things like, don't force it down my throat. You're supposed to scream this every single time you see a gay or trans person who just exists in a video game. Main character, side character, background character, doesn't matter. You also forgot to include vapid and logically flawed arguments like, get woke, go broke. This is supposed to be your bread and butter, unless of course that quote-unquote woke game becomes popular and beloved. In that case, you praise it despite it being woke. Make sure you focus on the fact that it's woke more than you focus on the game itself, because, you know, no one cares about video games in your video game news show, apparently. You know, normally, I would say I appreciate your honesty, but you're just so much of a douchebag, I'd rather kick you in the nuts and stuff you in a locker. But I can't do that. Mostly because there isn't a locker big enough for your doughboy looking ass, double chin flapping in the wind looking ass. You ain't barrel chested, you're more like cracker barrel chested, you weird owl in a fat suit looking ass. Your shadow probably weighs more than I do.
Boom, roasted.
Alright, that's enough fat jokes, I'm tapped out. So, what did we learn today? Well, not much I imagine, but I got to thinking about something. If you've watched me to any extent, you know I'm not a fan of the Fandom Menace community. Just in case you're not aware, the Fandom Menace is a group of loosely associated YouTubers whose content largely revolves around subject matter like diversity bad, Marvel bad, Star Wars bad, etc., etc. They're like Fox News for nerds, only Fox News does actual journalism once in a while. These guys? Not so much. For a few years, I've documented my encounters with creators from this community. It was an earnest attempt of me to hear out arguments from other groups of people because I value that sort of thing. Largely what I came across is strawmanning, deliberate bad faith interpretations, poor research, lack of understanding of the topic, cherry picking, unwarranted smugness, arrogant attitudes, outright hypocrisy, and even blatant lying on more than one occasion. I don't have any kind of personal grudges with anyone I talk about, with rare exceptions of course. Most of the reason I talk about this stuff is because I passionately hate internet echo chambers, and that's largely what the Fandom Menace is. They aren't the only ones. Far from it. Hell, they aren't even the worst one there is, but they're an ever-present one. Echo chambers are not exclusive to any one group or any idea. There are right-wing echo chambers, left-wing echo chambers, conspiracy echo chambers, alpha male echo chambers, the list goes on. I'm going into all of this to say that I don't just rag on this person because they're a bigot. Okay, that's a big part of it, but someone like this illustrates perfectly why echo chambers on the internet pose such a big threat. I view this person as like a final evolution of what hanging out in these communities does to you over time. I always viewed these communities as miserable to be in, and I haven't been proven wrong yet. I mean, I've criticized them for this a lot, but they do just call everything woke nowadays. And by everything, I mean literally everything is some form of woke propaganda. Of course, you're implicitly not allowed to like anything slandered as woke, so I just have to assume that, I don't know, these people hate everything. How can you not? While lots of people in the comments are clowning on this idiot, it's not hard to find others who agree with him. Now please understand, my goal isn't to get the Fandom Menace deleted off the internet or anything like that, of course not. That'd be a massive waste of time, and I do believe that they have the freedom to spew the dumb shit opinions they have. They absolutely have the freedom to do that. However, that doesn't mean the platform they use has to tolerate their shit, nor does it mean they have the right not to face any opposition. If you're gonna say stupid shit on the internet, you better prepare to defend yourself, and if you can't, well, nothing is stopping you from thinking differently. It's not a crime to be wrong on the internet. Of course, that'll be way too optimistic because people get so damn emotionally attached to their arguments. It's just like football. Geeks and Gamers outright said that he treats politics like sports, and well, no shit, almost everyone does. They just represent a team, they trash the other team as hard as they can while ignoring all the bad things their team does. If anything, that's the kind of shit I want to eradicate from the internet. That's not gonna happen anytime soon, but I can dream. I'm Kerri-San McDaniels. See you all in hell. Love you, bye.